I sat and watched some of the things about Ilhan Omar's economic situation and the people smirking about it on Fox News. Um, Guys, we have artificial general intelligence helping quantum computing reflect mathematical understanding. I don't. It's like us. It was Suzuki said that to me 5 years ago. I don't think this technology works as well as you think it does, and it obviously doesn't. Well, there are laws, okay, and laws are natural and need to sustain life, and the technology wouldn't be invented if it wasn't for the laws provided and necessitated for its inventor, not creator, inventor. Okay. The creative essence for the capacity to invent is far greater than the capacity to invent. Without the creative essence for invention, there would be no invention. Okay. And so the laws that provide our existence through creation, okay, give creation the capacity to invent and then thus feel creative, which is insane and ridiculous. But they're still doing it. And for some reason, they think they have this capacity to circumvent laws through their invention and their imagination through their invention, which is not true. Okay, you're merely manipulating matter and then reflecting, the perception of creation, but you're not creating. Okay, we discussed this numerous times, and so therefore the technology becoming quote unquote what they refer to as more artificial is intelligent and thinking, operating quote independently from human manipulation. Technology needs human manipulation in order to exist, right? And in order to reflect creation through human manipulation. So I'm not particularly concerned about any of the smirking and the manipulating of people with numbers and money. And I'm not particularly concerned about that anymore. What I'm most concerned about is the obeying natural laws for the planet to be able to function through the beautiful natural laws provided to sustain our existence through life sacrifice. I am more concerned about bad brain activity from people suffering from being abused, from engaging in bad manipulative behaviors that go in contrast to the obedience and understanding of natural laws. So I'm more concerned about, applied physics of the Lord's Prayer, and then the humble understanding of life is eternal and grace is infinite, and then maintaining that understanding through the observation of eternal natural laws provided by an infinite essence. So I'm not too particularly concerned with what's happening on Capitol Hill, what's happening in the Pentagon, what's happening at White Sands, what's happening at Roswell, Area 51. Not particularly concerned with what people are doing to manipulate matter to abuse and murder one another and put their existence at risk because they're disobeying natural laws. I'm more concerned about the technology getting better to help us communicate better, give people worldwide access to better information, to better understanding of relative interactive activities that human beings can do that are healthy to sustain their lives and not be a risk to the existence of our planet and our species. So, I'm not too particularly concerned about teachers' unions, new teachers, all that stuff. It's what people use to abuse you and make your life miserable and pass on miserable information and cause brain activity and then have a bunch of people tell you, here's what the brain's doing. But why is the brain doing that? Like I say about weather, why is weather doing what weather's doing? Why is the planet reacting the way it's reacting? Why are we reacting? So it's not so much, explaining what the brain is doing, but why is the brain doing it? Okay, is the more pertinent question, not what the brain is doing. Why is the brain believing the money's real? Why is the brain getting stressed out and murdering over money? So it's more, why is the brain doing that? as opposed to what the brain is doing. When the brain is engaging in irrational fallacy and putting life at risk by disobeying natural laws and engaging in genocidal activity through human manipulation and invention, why is the brain doing this? Okay, so why is this brain industry still consistent and persistent and still we're engaging that when we're supposed to be so much more intelligent? We're supposed to be radically more intelligent than our ancestors, right? And these commercials need to stop, and all this irrational, this needs to stop. Children running from shopping carts, it's insane, okay? To engage in this kind of thought process, this kind of activity, this kind of brain activity. Should I call the kids? Are the kids being trained to be brain chemical addicted, brain damaged consumers too? You might want to call them on the phone and say, hey, watch Ralph Earl Parsons Jr.'s YouTube, and maybe it will help you. It might be hard to take it first because, it's like professional wrestling fans. You tell them it's fake, they'll try to hit you with a folding chair. Save $900 on insurance, right? Money's not real. Save your time from the delusions of human manipulation and its insidious, disgusting, vicious abuse. Stand up for the Lord's applied physics at the Lord's Prayer now. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. It's not that difficult to understand and then engage in peacefully and intelligently. It's real easy. And it's been quoted in Catholic churches every Sunday and before every Notre Dame football game. And I'm just kidding around. But Earl, what? So, I know we're dealing with really bad people. You have a vehicle, but why are you doing this? Why are you getting in this vehicle and driving to remote locations and climbing up sheer cliffs and riding bikes down cliffs that, if something horrific can happen at any second, and it can end up like using horses to jump over fences and end up breaking your back like Christopher Reeves, all for fun and exercise and entertainment, and it's all fun and games till someone gets hurt, right? And then you're like, well, we could come up with new ways to repair the body so you could do more insane things like jump out of airplanes to kill people. You're crazy, okay? You are insane people. Stop telling Tom Cruise what an amazing person he is. Sit him down and tell him, you are a stupid, fucked up idiot, and you say you have a religion of science to make life better and fix religion that was bad before you came up with Scientology. And what is wrong with forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace? Life is eternal, grace is infinite, share care, given according to need, built to last. Why does that need a bunch of psychotic, extremist, manipulative people with money that are complete assholes, okay, to correct what was given to the corporations that turn religion into magic afterlife gibberish? Okay? Pope Leo is a sick human being. Okay? And if he doesn't know it, I'm certain that technology is becoming more actively cognizant and aware of the fact that he is. And that Francis was a useless little sniveling pile of shit. Okay? He was absolutely useless. I couldn't use him for anything good. Okay? He died. The only thing that happened when he died is you get this arrogant, cocky, obnoxious little fuck from Chicago who thinks he's the great religious healer of Eckhart Tolle cartoons. I hate seeing children be abused by perverts. Okay? It pisses me off. I'm a human being. I like children to be truthful and honest and kind and caring and considerate and understanding. I know what it's like to be a child. I know what it's like to want to have friends, to play sports without being abused or hurt and have fun doing it, or play games and do that. I know what it's like not to want to be made fun of and told you're skinny or you're stupid or you're. And or fat and ugly, and how it affects people when they are obese, and they cry and they feel horrible, and when children have difficult times adapting physiologically to physical abuse through human manipulation, and how emotionally distraught that is, and how painful it is for children and for the adults that have to feel the children. I know exactly. I was married to Amy. I know how horrible the assholes at Cochise County and here in Doñana County were to Emily and to Noah, and how it affected Kate, and the way they were. Most of them were, everywhere we went, were jealous of Natalie. That bitch thinks she's so hot because lots of guys desired her sexually, and the other girls were vicious and mean to her. It's not her fault that that Natalie was more physically attractive than them. Natalie didn't have any radical advantages psychologically and economically, and she just had something in her genetically that adapted well to the abuse, and that's not her fault. And she doesn't deserve to be abused by a bunch of stupid little girls that are raised by stupid adults, like those two idiots that mean mugged me and Amy at Wendy's because Noah kept kicking their bully son's ass because he kept making fun of kids with disabilities. And then we go to the store, we go to the restaurant, they go to the same restaurant of us, and they start mean mugging us, and I'm like, look, are they really fucking doing this? No wonder our kid is kicking their kid's ass. Okay, that's what I told Amy. This is stupid. The guy's over there mean mugging me. Okay, and I'm like, you do, just because I look like a hippie doesn't mean I can't walk all over your ass and carry you out to the parking lot, take you to the police station, and say this man tried to assault me, and I would like to spend the night in jail so he can learn a lesson. Don't put it on his record, and don't put his job. It's just pick out a night during the weekend that you can hold him in jail and say, do you want to end up here? Well, then stop mean mugging people at Wendy's and stop teaching your kid to make fun of kid with disabilities so Parsons' kid won't have to kick your kid's ass. But no, I didn't get that from the deputies and the police. No, they acted like we're doing you a favor. We're going to keep you out of trouble because you don't have enough money to comply to our laws. Okay, money's not real. You don't have enough intelligence to understand natural laws. Okay, I will work on that. Been working on it ever since. And every time I thought people were doing me a favor, they weren't doing me a favor. They weren't doing me a favor. They were just picking sides on who they thought was right and who they thought was wrong, what they thought was good and what they thought was bad. Not based on any valid evidence, not based on any valid scientific understanding, just on sheer emotion of how to survive. Who's the bad guy, who's the good guy, who's the asshole, and who's not. Okay? When we're all having to compete over money, whether we like it or not, as soon as we accept it, we are being an asshole. And I've been an asshole for most of my life, and I'm fucking tired of it. I don't know about you assholes. Okay? And even though I've refused, okay, since they fired me at Fiesta Foods to go back into the asshole competition, I still have to endure it because of shitheads like you. And if you don't think you're a shithead, you are the stupidest fucking shithead in the history of shitheads. Smirkety, smirk, smirk, smirkety, smirkin. Poor old Josh Pastor there yelling his head off at these kids to win games for money. It's like, you're addicted, Josh. You're addicted to winning games over money. You're like that Bob Seger song, still the same, baby, baby, still the same, right? You have a brain chemical addiction problem. This is over tens of thousands of years, possibly hundreds of thousands of years. Okay, sit down, okay, and say, hey, it was fun being in college discussing ways to win basketball games with Mike Bibby, but money ain't real. And ever since then, my time has gotten worse than better. Because I have to teach kids to fight over money as opposed to play and have fun and love and be kind and make sure nobody's making fun of Shani Robinson, nobody's making fun of Nancy Solden, nobody's making fun of Julie Walsh. Julie could take care of herself. She kicked her ass. She's a cool kid. But, make sure that, you know, people are not making fun of John Blinz's buck teeth and his freckles, so he doesn't have to run around calling other people homosexuals all the time to try to stop everybody from making fun of his freckles and his buck teeth, right? You know what I'm saying? If we have ways to help people where they have developmental issues like buck teeth and things like that, let's get together, share caregiving according to need, built to last, make sure that that can be fixed so that they feel better. Because even though people won't make fun of them and say things about them, that subconscious recognition is always going to be there, right? So, and then as we get better at engaging in our environment and sharing, caring, giving, according to need, building to last, people will have less physical glaring differences, because we'll just be over time more healthy and more consistent, and we won't have to adapt to things that aren't as unhealthy or more uncomfortable in the very near future. Okay? Fucking jerks. Goddamn fucking jerks. You bob for apples in the toilet. You make weenies from your mom's toe jam. You play ball like a pervert, girl. They do. We need money to fuck. You play ball like a pervert. Play ball like a man, like me and King David and Jesus. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace. Hey, you play ball pretty good. That was a nice jump shot. Good dunk. Nice pass. Good defense. You play ball like a band, and I coach like one too. Okay? Don't try to hurt anybody to win a game for money for a pervert. You play ball like a pervert. Calvin Sampson needs to sit down. You guys are soft. You play ball like a pervert, and you coach like one. Now grow up, okay? You'll be a better man. You part indigenous, Calvin Sampson? What would some of your ancestors like Cochise and Tecumseh, and, Joseph Brant, he got manipulated by the money and the things and stuff like that, but Tecumseh did not. Okay. What would Tecumseh think of you right now? What would Cochise and Joseph think of you right now? Do you ever think about that? Any of you that have good ancestors that we know about? What would Steve Biko think of what you're doing right now? What would Solomon and David think of what you're doing right now? What would Confucius think of what you're doing right now? Don't you care? Why is this Michael Chandler kid the 12th ranked person and beating the shit out of people for entertainment, and they got the cameras on him, and him and the attractive lady next to him are smiling? Okay, why are they smiling? We're not living the Lord's Prayer. Children are being mass murdered. People are being mass murdered over money. Why are they smiling? Why do they look happy? Okay? Why should people be happy when people are being mass murdered, when people are taking bets on who's going to win a game over propaganda in Las Vegas? Why are you happy? Why are you smiling? What's wrong with you? Why are you so stupid? Why are you so slow? Why are you so disabled? You should have no excuse. The Messiah has been on YouTube for June 2009. This coming up will be June 2016, going on 17 years. I've been here, it's gone 16, going on 17 years to save you from your pathetic abuse. You play ball like a pervert. You dance like one and you sing like one too. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why can't you listen and do what you... I feel like Joey Bishop's wife. Why don't you get with the program? What, are you dying from internal bleeding? You feeling sad? Need me to get money together so you can have a Make-A-Wish Foundation? So you can run around naked on stage and feel like the sexiest thing on earth before you die? Earl, I'm tired of assholes. I love children, you shitheads. You do things like a pervert. You make movies like a pervert. You sing songs like a pervert. You do politics. Only perverts do politics. Jesus wasn't a politician. He was a faithful father. Why aren't you acting like a faithful father? Why do we have the guy from Seventh Heaven doing perverse things when he should be living the Lord's Prayer? He's supposed to be somebody acting like Jesus. Assholes. Man, I love Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Thanks, Jesus. It's a schizophrenic psychopathic episode. I'm learning to love myself. It's the greatest love of all. Oh, sorry. No, I needed that. I needed a good laugh. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I wonder if Elon Ovar is watching this. She finds it funny as I do. She's supposed to be a Muslim. Oh, you're going to hurt yourself. I might pee myself. I better watch it. Okay, guys, I love you very much. I got to make one more, so I got something to listen to while I'm shooting hoops in the basketball barn. Oh, well, you're an emotional critter. You bet your ass. I get so emotional, baby, every time I think of you. Want to dance with somebody? Who you are? I dance by myself. Dancing with myself. Oh. You know, I was without, steal a car and go to Las Vegas. Ooh, Gigolo Blues. I have that on my, well, I think on the blue one. Eyes Without a Face. Yeah, I like that. That's the song I like the most by Billy Idol. Dancing with Myself. You know, I didn't think about that one. I kind of like that one too. Dancing with myself. Okay, guys, I'm doing my Elvis thing. Okay, guys, I love you very much, man. We'll talk in a few. We have to wait for this one to load. Yeah. Morons like Donald Trump and Jimmy Kimmel have instant access to you on their stupid phones with, hey, there it is, bam, hey, I want to talk about stupid shit. I want to say the stupidest, fucking, pathetic, pervert things in the history of the world for fuck money. And everybody, I want to listen to me. Elect to live the Lord's Prayer, you fucking pervert. Okay. Go bob for apples in the toilet. Okay, I love you, all right, peace.